So if you've been shopping around for an online bed, you've probably come across the Saatva Classic or the original Puffy mattress once or twice during your search. But if you've got both of these options in your cart, so to speak, before you buy, what do you gotta know about each bed and who's ultimately gonna be right for each one? Well, in this video, that's exactly what I'm gonna try to discuss with you today. I'm JD, if you didn't know, and I'm with the Slumber Yard. And over here at the Slumber Yard, we review all things online bedding products and online beds. So if you've maybe been checking out an option online, you want some more information about it, check down below in the description. We're gonna have a bunch more helpful related content down there for you, or you can always head to our website myslumberyard.com to find out so much more. But in this particular video, I'm gonna put the Saatva Classic and the original Puffy mattress head to head and try to give you a direct comparison so you can determine which one is right for you. We're gonna start this thing off by talking about the policies that they both come with. Then we're gonna delve into the similarities. Spoiler alert, there's not much here. Then we're gonna dive into the differences, and frankly, there's quite a bit to discuss in this regard. We'll talk about pricing for each one, and at the very end, I'll even sum things up with a final verdict for you, so stick around. Now, if you get something out of this video, you enjoy it, and we maybe help you out towards your online mattress search, feel free to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to, but without further ado, let's compare Saatva to Puffy.
At the Slumber Yard, you know we work real hard to find the right bed for you and save you money on it.
Alrighty, so before we crack right into this thing, I do want to talk about the types of policies that you should be receiving whether you go the route of Puffy or Saatva. For the record, we did receive both of these mattresses for free from their respective brands to review and tell you guys about them. But in terms of policies, both of these mattresses should arrive to you with completely free shipping, though the methods in which they get to you are going to differ slightly. With the original Puffy mattress, you're going to get standard bed-in-a-box shipping, where the bed is going to likely arrive in a box that's around like 4 feet tall, and it's going to be rolled up in plastic and compressed tightly in there. All you got to do is just drag that box in your home and with the help of a friend, unbox the thing, which is super easy, shouldn't take you any time at all, and it's actually kind of fun if you have a friend there to help you out. Over here at the Slumber Yard, we've unboxed hundreds of online beds and it never seems to get old. Now with the Saatva Classic, it isn't going to come with typical bed-in-a-box shipping, rather complimentary white glove delivery, where a local delivery team is actually going to swing this bed by your home full size, set it up for you, and in a lot of cases, they'll even remove your old bed for free and you don't have to lift a finger. White glove delivery is always really nice to have, especially if you struggle to lift heavier things like a burlier hybrid bed such as the Saatva Classic. You know, it definitely beats setting this bed up by yourself. Now, once the beds are set up and in your possession, you also get a sleep trial with both. You get 101 nights with the original Puffy to test it out at home risk-free before you're stuck with it. And with the Saatva Classic, you actually get an entire year, so 365 nights to have it in your home and sleep on it, try it out to decide if it's officially yours or not. And if you decide that the bed didn't really meet your expectations for whatever reason within that trial period time frame, you have a return option with the Saatva Classic. You will probably have to pay a nominal transportation fee since they incur a little bit more cost shipping the bed to you with that white glove delivery and all that. So just expect that with Saatva Classic, but as far as returns go for the original Puffy mattress, they're going to be completely free within that trial period time frame. So that's nice to know that you get free returns with the Puffy bed within those 101 nights. Now in the case you just sleep on these beds and you decide that they're really comfy and you maybe would like to keep them for the foreseeable future, they're both backed by lifetime warranties, which is above and beyond the usual industry standard of around like 10 years or so. We're going to try to link some more helpful details regarding all the policy stuff that I just covered down below in the description box for you if you're maybe interested in checking all that stuff out for yourself. Now at this point in a usual comparison is where I would go over the similarities between these two beds, but frankly you've got a really burly hybrid luxurious online mattress compared to a standard 3-layer comfy all foam bed, so there's not much going in terms of similarities apart from some minor policy details. I wish I could deliver a little bit more in terms of similarities between these two, but the fact of the matter is they're quite unlike in several different ways. So now let's dive into the major differences between the two, and the first one has to do with construction. So as I mentioned, Puffy, the original Puffy mattress, is a 3-layer all foam mattress. And because it uses dense support foam on the bottom for support, it'll likely be best for medium and petite sized individuals rather than heavier ones. You probably could get by on the original Puffy if you're maybe a bit heavier like myself, but Usually for heavier people, we tend to recommend hybrid beds that use pocketed coils, just because pocketed coils in general provide a lot more long-term support and durability for bigger people in the 200 to 250 pound range or more. Now, though Puffy is an all foam bed by default, Puffy as a brand does have some other hybrid models worth your consideration. They also have the Puffy Luxe hybrid and the Puffy Royal hybrid beds, which are pretty nice and do use pocketed coils for support. And we'll link those other options from Puffy down below in the description if you maybe want to check them out. But in terms of the Saatva Classic, this is a hybrid bed by default, so you're gonna have to plug it in. Just kidding. It uses coils, but it actually has two separate layers of coils. So it uses inner springs on the bottom, and then you have a layer of pocketed coils above that for even more support. So this dual coil construction makes the Saatva Classic a really viable option for most heavier folks out there. But if you are an especially heavier person, you might even want to check out Saatva's HD mattress, which is designed to handle and withstand up to 500 pounds of weight at once, which is pretty remarkable. We'll have that option down below in the description box as well for you. Now, in addition to their difference in support layers, they also use different comfort layers on top, which naturally gives them completely separate feels. We usually say that the Puffy bed has more of an airy memory foam feel, something like that. It features a more responsive memory foam on top, which gives it a slight memory foam sensation, but it's not too overwhelming at all like something like a dense memory foam one. It just feels like a soft, accommodating mattress that you should get a little bit of a sinking sensation from. Now, in terms of the Saatva Classic, since it features more of a prominent European pillow top, it naturally has more of a traditional pillow top feel, maybe even more of a traditional inner spring feel. To us, the Saatva Classic just feels like more of a premium hotel bed, something that most people are probably familiar with and will find to be generally comfortable. This difference in feel will also naturally give the beds a prominent difference in firmness, right? So the Saatva Classic is actually available in 3 different firmness options. They have a plush soft, a luxury firm, and a firm model, and you can even purchase this bed with 2 separate height profiles. Over here at the Slumber Yard, we have their 14.5-inch bed, and it is quite thick in terms of just overall size. So if you get this version, you're probably gonna need some extra deep pocket sheets, but we'd recommend that you would go with the 12-inch luxury firm model, as that bed sits at right around a medium firm on our scale. So it should be good to handle all sleeper types, whether you like to sleep on your back, stomach, side, or combination. But since it is a little bit firmer on our scale, we'd probably recommend it most for back and stomach sleepers. Now, the original Puffy is only available in 1 firmness level, and that is right at a flat medium on our scale. We just think that a medium firmness should work for pretty much any sleeper type out there, whether you like to sleep on your back, your side, your stomach, or a combination of all 3, you should be good to go. And a medium firmness in a bed is usually a safe pick. We typically recommend medium firmness profiles to someone who's kind of unsure as to what they want truly in their new online mattress. A medium is always a safe way to go. But if you know the type of firmness that you're truly looking for, and you maybe want something different from what I just mentioned, both of these brands do offer a number of different options that vary in terms of firmness level. With Saatva, you have their Lumen Leaf mattress, you have a memory foam hybrid, you've got the Zen Haven, you've got a latex hybrid, and I believe you even have a youth mattress and an air bed even. So you've got a ton of different options to choose from with Saatva. And as I mentioned earlier, you can even check out those hybrid models from Puffy, the Puffy Luxe and the Puffy Royal. Again, we'll have all the options from both of these brands linked down below in the description so you can check them out, along with a bunch of related content, review stuff that we've done on all these beds. These beds also have an X factor going for them. All right, play that. Shout out Cole, that was a great little edit. But with Saatva, they have the complimentary white glove delivery service that I've mentioned. That's a huge X factor for this brand. No matter which bed you get from Saatva, you can expect that they're going to be delivered to you full size via a delivery team, which is always nice to have. As a matter of fact, I recently purchased the Saatva Classic, this bed sitting right behind me, in the 12-inch for my father. And he lives in a really rural location, so I didn't expect a delivery team to go all the way out there, but they did set it up for him full size and even removed his old mattress, which was great. So I highly recommend that service from Saatva, but enough about it. Let's talk about Puffy's main X factor, which is going to be their machine washable cover that's actually found on all their beds. So if this cover happens to get dirty over time, instead of spot cleaning it the normal way that you'd have to do on a usual bed, you can remove that entire cover on the Puffy bed and send it through your wash. But you probably should hang dry it as opposed to, tossing it in your dryer. Stuff does like to shrink in the dryer, as you all know. Having a bed with a machine washable cover is always nice to have in a pinch, especially if you've got kids or dogs, or you have the bed sitting in a guest room or something like that. So again, we'll have these beds linked down below in the description from Puffy for you. Now, at this point in the video is where I want to talk about price. But before I get into it, I do want to just say that pricing within the online space changes often. So if this pricing is a little bit different as of when you're watching this video, that's our bad, but we should have everything up to date linked down below in the description box as far as current pricing and promotions for the Saatva Classic and Puffy. But speaking of that, a queen size Saatva Classic is currently going for just shy of the $1,600 range after discount. We should have something linked down below in the description with Saatva to help save you some money on that original MSRP price point. They used to never run discounts or promotions on their beds, but now they usually do. So again, check in the description for that stuff. But in terms of Puffy, the original Puffy bed in a queen size right now is available for around the $10-50 mark, somewhere in there. So it's considerably more affordably priced than Saatva. And Puffy is one of those brands that usually offers great discounts and promotions and bundles on their mattresses where they throw in stuff like pillows and sheets. So again, check down below in the description. We should have everything that's current with both of these brands down there for you. But hey, that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for this comparison. Both of these beds are quite nice, and at the end of the day, you're getting a quality, comfortable mattress. But let's wrap things up with a final verdict. So who should really go with each option and for what reasons? Well, over here at the Slumber Yard, we would say look into the Saatva Classic if you want more of a luxurious and supportive hybrid bed with a more traditional feel that's available in 3 Firmness options. You want some high profiles to choose from, and you like the sound of that complimentary white glove delivery service. And then on the other side of the spectrum, look into the flagship Puffy if you want more of a simple all foam bed with an airy memory foam sensation that's right around a medium, and you also want something with a machine washable cover. But hey, that's just our take on it. What is yours? In this comparison, which model are you gonna choose, Saatva or Puffy? Razz down below in the comments section because we would love to hear from you. Again, if you need any more information about these 2 beds that I just compared or any others within the online space, check out our website, myslumberyard.com, or feel free to check down below in the description for much more. If you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. But I'm JD with the Slumber Yard, and like always, sleep right, sleep tight, and we'll see you next time.